Right, hi everyone. For those of you that know me, you know that I suffer really bad with depression and anxiety. Well, yesterday I went on what was supposed to be a date, got on the train halfway to London, and I get a message off of him saying, "You're just not that pretty. I don't want to waste your time." So, arsehole, firstly. Secondly, that's not okay to do that to someone. He knew that I suffered with depression and anxiety, and to say to someone something like that when it is enough of an effort to get my makeup on and go out the front door and get on the train, to push myself, which I do continuously do, push myself to try and beat the anxiety, to beat the depression, because I don't want to be ruled by that. I want to be happy and live my life like everyone else does. Now, I've gone all of my life being bullied. You're too fat. Your hair's this colour, your hair's that colour, this is wrong with you, that's wrong with you. I've had abusive relationships. I've been knocked down, beaten down, abused in all sorts of ways. I've not had an easy ride of things, and a lot of people don't have an easy time of things. And yesterday I thought, well, balls to you, mate. You can go and find yourself your little dolly bird. I'm going shopping. So I buggered off to Camden, spent my time in the markets, having a look round, buying a few bits and pieces. And then I thought, I'm going to go in my pub, I'm going to have a drink. And I sat down, and it just hit me. You're just not that pretty. It kept going through my head. And I thought, hang on a second. Why is it keep going through my head? Because it's easier to believe the bad things that people will say rather than the good. So I sat there and I just burst into tears. And people don't realise how hard that is to push yourself to go out and go on a date when you look in the mirror yourself and you think, I'm not pretty. And other people can say, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that. But if you can't see it yourself, when someone else says it to you, it's really hard and it hurts. I don't want to be on my own for the rest of my life, fact. And, you know, the way I want to push myself, I keep thinking, with the anxiety attacks that I have, there's such bad ones that sometimes I just feel like they hurt so bad, I get so frightened that I don't want to be here anymore. And I think to myself, no, you've got to fight it, you've got to get over it, because there's still things that I've got to do, and I want to do, and I want to help other people, and I want to push myself. You know, I said the other day, one thing I really want to do, anyone that knows me knows how much I love my Johnny Depp, and I want to meet him, and I'm going to push myself. I'll probably have a panic attack over that, but I'm going to push myself, and I'm going to do everything I can to make it happen. I think it's so unfair when people are that nasty, and I think if everybody just if you see someone in the street and they don't look like they're having a good day, just say hello to them, sit down with them, talk to them. If someone's sitting in a pub having a cry and they're on their own like I was yesterday, all I kept thinking was, I really need a hug. I really need a hug. If someone had come up to me and said, are you alright? That would have meant the world to me. And then I did have a group of blokes come up to me, northerners, lovely, lovely boys, and they started to talk to me, and it straight away took my mindset off of those words, "You're just not that pretty." So yeah, the purpose of doing this video, I don't know how well it's going to go down or if I'm going to get any backlash for it, but I'm so sick of suffering and people not knowing what's wrong with me. So all I'm going to do is just put it up and hope that it might make people think, if you see someone that looks like they're not having a very good day, just ask them, "Are you alright? Do you want a cup of tea? Do you want a cuddle?" Just change the way you think, and before you say something to someone, think how it's going to affect them. Because it's, you know, you're hurting someone's feelings, and when you're hurting someone's feelings, it could be the difference between, you know, making them feel depressed enough to do something silly, especially when it's been built up over years and years and months and whatever else. So just be nice to people. Yeah. Anyway, you might beat me down, but I will get back up, and I'm going to keep going.